What words would you use to define a single mother raising 5 kids? Crazy? Insane? No, I would use the words strong, independent, and complicated. That is my mother. I've seen her go through hell and back more than once. She is always stressing, and I think that starts to dwindle her sometimes. Yet she has always found a way to stay strong. She does everything on her own and still keeps her head up. She's gone through some very hard times. My mom is one of the strongest people that I've ever known. Stress is something that gets to a lot of people. Imagine waking up between 5 and 6 every morning, then getting yourself ready. After that, waking up 3 other kids up. And they don't always want to wake up. Not including my older sister and I, though. One of those children is 1.5 years, so you have to change her diaper and get her ready for the day. Only running on a cup of coffee in a limited amount of time. You have a lazy son that can't walk to school, so he begs for a ride. You finally give in and give him a ride. Then you're running a little bit behind now. You still have to get to work by 7 and it's 6:45. At that point, you still have to drop the baby off, which takes about 10 minutes. Then drive to the other side of town to get to your job, and that takes another 10 minutes. My mom does this every day, and this is a reason why I think she's the strongest woman. Independence is something that can cause stress, but my mother is insanely independent. She's like a superhero. She does it all. She pays for everything by herself. All the bills, the food, the gas, the clothing, etc. She does it all. We all play or played sports, and she kept herself involved. She always made sure we had the equipment we needed. She always tried to make it to our games, even though when she came to our games, she was the loudest person in the crowd. She made absolute sure that we felt like the kids in movies, always embarrassed. My mother would like to have a clean house, but what do you expect having 5 children? So she mainly does all the cooking, cleaning, fixing, well, almost everything around the house. I mean, besides the dishes and mowing the grass. She hates those jobs. She divides the dishes up between my siblings and I, and she said that we would all take turns mowing the lawn, including herself. When it came to her turn to mow, she would pay my brother behind closed doors to go do it for her. Besides that, my mom does everything she can. She's most definitely like a superhero in my mind. My mother does it all on her own. 10 years ago, my dad passed away. He was the person that helped my mother with everything. He helped her with my siblings as well. My mother was one of the first people to know. Then she came and woke me up and told me. I didn't believe her at first, but then later on I realized that it was real. The situation impacted our family so much, and it still does to this day. We've all had our share of bad days, but when we have our bad days, she's always right there to comfort and listen to us. When it came to her, though, she made sure we never knew that she was sad. She would go for a drive or go sit in her room for a while. I always knew, but she didn't think I did. Even when she didn't feel strong, she was still very strong. In conclusion, the woman I call my mother has shaped me to be who I am today. After seeing all she has been through, I know that my bad days aren't that bad. I know I can be strong and break through any rock. I cannot imagine how raising 5 kids on your own feels, but I'm going to guess it's pretty hard. This is why I use the words strong, independent, and complicated to describe her. My mother's the strongest woman I've ever known. How would you describe your mother?